Hello, everyone. This is Robin, and I'm back for day 7 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot Challenge. And the prompt for day 7 is your most used tarot deck and why. Now, I sort of already answered this question in day number 2, I believe it was, with the top 5 tarot decks of 2017. Um, those were the decks that I used the most in 2017. Um, and so instead of repeating that answer, which would be if I had to pick a number one out of those top 5, it would probably be the Mayat Tarot and the app version that I have because it's expensive. Um, but yeah, so if I had to pick one out of the most used decks for myself, I would pick the Mayat Tarot. But if I chose the top decks for clients, for reading for others, then I would go with the 2 that I have here. So the first one is the Liminal Tarot, and I actually purchased this year from Ethony herself. Thank you, Ethony. So I have number 116, and it's an amazing deck. It's so cool. I'll show you a bit here, but one of the reasons that I was drawn to this deck, and also why I was drawn to using it for other people, is the illustrations are really fun and gentle, and I just get a really good soft feel from this deck. And there is a little bit of racial diversity in it. But otherwise, it's just gorgeous. um, what were the cards that most drew me to this deck? I really liked, I believe it was here, the Magician is one of the cards. Love that Magician. One of the cards that drew me to this deck. And let me see. Ooh, it has an extra card, the Anima Mundi. I think it's an extra card. I don't think it's a replacement for the world. Although I could be wrong. So the Anima Mundi, as I understand it, is like the world soul. So that's cool. Let me see if I can find the ones that really drew me to this deck. I love the Eight of Wands, where she's actually writing the 8 wands and her hair is like she's on fire. Sorry, I should have I should have had these out already. But the Three of Cups was definitely one of them. I like that depiction of the Three of Cups. They're sort of like dancing around in joy in the water, in this fountain of water. It just says delight and shared happiness. Death. I like that it's almost like the soul is represented as this bird and is timeless and untouchable, even by death. And they're sort of dancing together. They're not out of harmony, and they're not antagonistic toward each other. Two of Pentacles. I think the red ribbon on this card is really interesting. Like, oops. It's almost like she's not just having to juggle the pentacles, but like all of these bindings are coming loose. How do I juggle it while I'm changing? Not just the situation is changing, but I am changing. I am releasing all of my bindings and all of my limitations. This was the card. This was the card that I was looking for. This is the Lovers, and this is why I wanted this deck. So the Lovers is one of the cards for me that is what I look at whenever I purchase a tarot deck, is how are the lovers portrayed? And this one, I loved that it's an older couple. Kind of like in the Anna K Tarot, I think. I only learned about that one recently, but the Anna K Tarot also has the lovers as an older couple that is more attuned to each other, more open and accepting, and past all of the bullshit. Like they've been together long enough that they're past all or most of the bullshit. So, here, I'll show you one more. This is the star. Anyway, this deck I used for clients because it was really easily relatable. It was easy to read. It's just overall a really good deck, and like good for intuitive patterns, but also you can read it as Rider-Waite-Smith, and I love it. So the other deck that was the most used for clients in 2017 was the Medieval Scapini Tarot. I may have also purchased this from Ethony. I don't even remember. That's a funny coincidence. Okay, I didn't do that on purpose, I swear. I just realized that. I was like, no, this might have been Wild Moon Woman. Anyway, don't remember. It might have been Wild Moon Woman, come to think of it. I think I purchased it from her. But anyway, this is the Medieval Scapini Tarot. And what I used this for was strangely, you wouldn't think so, but I used it for communing with Kemetic deities. And for some reason, out of the decks that I had, because I wasn't very familiar with the Thoth system, which incorporates some ancient Egyptian knowledge and stuff in that system. I wasn't very familiar with that yet. But out of the tarot decks that I had, it just seemed like this was the one that the Najero were willing to talk to me through. Also about other people's things. So it's got a lot of little, oh my god. I'm talking about the Najero and there's Anubis. Hi, Anubis. But it's got a lot of fun little tidbits and fun little things that you wouldn't, like, you're not going to see it the first time that you look, and you're not going to see it the second time that you look, but you might see it the 5th or 10th time that you look. That's a fun deck this way. I guess it does. Look at it. It's got a lot of ties to ancient civilizations. So, I mean, these are depictions of Greek pottery. So, it's really interesting. And here's Roman coins. Huh. I wouldn't have guessed, but it seems to have worked out. 7 of coins. This also comes with a book called Art and Arcana. and I haven't read it yet. It's been on my to-read list, but I haven't read it yet, which is a shame. That's my kitty. He just ate, so don't listen to him. So those were my most used decks for clients in 2017. This has been a little bit of a weird video for me. I don't know. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Have a good night. And I will be back momentarily for prompt number 8. Bye.